What?
Wait, what?
What?
Wait a minute. I have to have storage.
Yeah, we got to get some storage. We need to get some shelves in the storage unit. We need to get all the storage things.
Okay, I'll deal with that later. Sorry, you guys. Good morning.
Hi. Hello, everybody. Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Happy Tuesday.
Good morning. Good
Mhm.
morning. Good morning to all of you.
Greetings. Hello.
And happy birthday to Miss Gwenny Girl.
Oh, thank you. I'll tell her. I'll make her watch this. Thank you. I'll tell her.
I have an email to share from Carrie from Minnesota. And there's just not a whole lot about my pillow in it, but I like this email, so I wanted to read it anyway. She says, Maga Daisy, on Friday, I was a little tired, all tucked into bed, sleeping tight on my pillow, and I missed your live. So you know what I did? I didn't put you in my pocket or in my tool belt. I put on my squeezy fur technology slippers and brought you out to the living room and watched you a half hour later, casting you to my 65-inch television. And I saw all the benefits of using Genucell using the code CHICKS on the big screen.
I was going to say, things. She sees all the things on the 65-inch. There you go.
I love that she has the slippers. She's got the pillows. There is so much that my pillow has that people don't even realize. Like, for example, 60% off their sheets right now, but also the cardigans. If you guys don't have one of their like schlubby, super warm cardigans, what you have to get one. They're so awesome.
Yeah, it's hashtag schlubby and Mr. Rogers warm. It's so great.
I mean, they're just the best casual thingamajiggies. I love those things. And
great
you can get
working at home.
Yeah, exactly. You can get discounts on all the things if you go to mypillow.com/chicks and use code chicks. I do have hearts on in case there's.
I know. At first, I was like, she looks very University of Georgia today, and she's like, no,
they're hearts. It's Valentine's. We're getting there, you guys. It's almost Valentine's. Almost. Oh my gosh, people are sending super stickers to Gwen. Oh my gosh.
They are
yes,
not.
They are. Dale sent one. Shell sent one. Shelly sent one.
She will lose her mind. I will make her watch this. She will lose her little 12-year-old mind. She's going to be like, what is going on? Oh my God, that is the sweetest. Thank you. Seriously, her little mind will be blown. On the way to school, I'll make her watch this. Oh my God.
And there is a Gwen Cox, who says to Gwen, happy birthday, Gwen, from another Gwen.
That's so sweet, Gwen. I love your name.
You guys, I just quickly, I wanted to mention, because of course we've been talking a lot about locals and the fact that we're starting to really get out there more at chicksontheright.locals.com. And yesterday we were getting really close to the 500 mark of supporters, which was super exciting, even though, because I know that crosses like a milestone, but I don't know what actually happens. And so we were just shy of 5,000 members and just shy of 500 supporters. So I decided I'm going to tweet this out and just remind people, like, you can help us get to that threshold. And so I said something like, hey, we're 51, I think, away from that 500 mark. And I'm not sure what happens when you hit 500, but I'm hoping that Dave Rubin pops out of a cake. That's what I'm hoping.
And you tagged him, of course.
I tagged him and he retweeted it. And so we ended up getting to that threshold. And I think because of him helping us.
That's awesome. That's really sweet. Maybe he will jump out of a cake.
I'm hoping
we don't know that yet.
I really am.
I mean, it could still happen, you guys. It could still happen.
Morgan, thank you. Thank you very much for the super stickers, you guys.
That's so sweet, you guys.
I have videos to share. Oh my gosh, so many good ones. First of all, should I share? There's a total psycho that they caught on the border, a sex trafficker woman. Did you see this?
No.
You guys.
A woman.
Yes, which makes it even more horrific, right?
I did not see this.
Oh my gosh. So you have to see this first and foremost because it is terrifying. So the caption says, this is in Texas. in
Of course.
Carrizo Springs. Do you know where that is? Carrizo Springs.
Yes, I've heard of it.
Okay. So it says, U.S. Border Patrol tells me that this woman was arrested for human smuggling in Carrizo Springs last week. Human smuggling cases have spiked dramatically over the last year across the southern border. Watch the evil like ooze out of this complete psychopath. Are you ready for this? And
oh my God.
Are you everybody sitting down? Because this is terrifying. Okay, are you ready? Here we go.
Okay. Put your feet in.
Ma'am, put your feet in so we can close the doors.
Oh my God.
Just wait.
You're going to close the door. You stay right there before we move.
Hey, calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Back up. Back up.
Back up.
Oh my God. Put a bullet in the head. I mean, I'm not even kidding.
Get your foot back
Get
in
your
there.
foot back in there.
This is
Get your foot
demonic.
back in there.
That thing
Ma'am.
needs to be
Yeah,
put
we're gonna have
down.
to tase you. You're not
I
gonna
don't
like that.
understand what you're telling me.
Put your feet back in there.
I mean,
You know, and the thing is, I just said that people will get mad at me. We're going to get emails. People are going to be like, they're going to be like, Daisy, that's just uncaring. You're horrible. But seriously, but then you know what's going to happen? She's going to be released into society. She's going to like sexually assault people, and then she'll get put in jail. She'll get let right out, and it's going to be a cycle. It'll happen like 7-8 times. People will get hurt, they'll get killed, and then it'll be a cycle. I've seen it happen. It's happened with people that I know and love. So whatever, you can say what you want to me about that comment I just made, but oh my God.
right? I mean, like there was a physical reaction that I had when she got all demonic like that. Like that's not a human. That's not a human being anymore. Whatever that is not of the human species.
Well, you know what it is? It's a Democrat voter. So there's that. Yay.
I mean, what the, and you know what? That's like one of the people that AOC would go to a fence and cry over, saying she's been separated from her family, you guys.
Right. In her white suit, crying and getting all the PR pictures. That she's going to go to bat for that freak.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Sorry to start the show off that way, you guys.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Happy Tuesday.
But I mean, that was something I did not want to see alone. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, no way.
God.
That was just,
it's unreal. She will be circulated in our society and recirculated and recirculated.
And Democrats will like try to bail her out because we can't have incarceration of, this poor tiny woman. That would be bad. Oh my God. Wow. Okay, moving on to something a little less demonic. I'm not promising a lot less, but a little less demonic. I do need to share the Hags of the View. But you guys, they are ripping on Stacey Abrams. And so when you've lost the View, and you're Stacey Abrams.
Yeah, you may want to just go and get another job. Like she just needs to go become a barista or something. Don't you think?
I mean, or something.
It's time.
Yes.
It's time.
It's time. It is
right.
time. So I'm not this is like a 3.5-minute clip. We only need like the first minute or so that you can hear the conversation between Joy Behar and Sunny Hostin talking about Stacey Abrams. Because I can't believe that that I agree with them on anything. Here we go.
Stacey Abrams a hypocrite for being unmasked in a photo with school kids during a visit for Black History Month. She's calling them shameful for using a Black History Month event to stage a false political attack and is just a distraction from their failures to protect people during the pandemic. But my question to this panel is, shouldn't she have read the room a little bit there? I'm a little bit shocked because Stacey Abrams, to me, is one of the most intelligent people in politics. Brilliant. And she kind of slipped up here. They took a picture of her with these kids without a mask, giving aid and the comfort to the other side. That's what she did. And I'm surprised at her, to tell you the truth.
Well, it was an unforced error. Like, why do that? Yeah. Why give the right more ammunition? I mean, they always go after her anyway. And I think it was really hypocritical hypocritical, actually. First, her statement, first of all, this has nothing to do with Black History Month. It's the point is that she was not wearing a mask when she is one of those proponents of mask mandates. And she said, I think in her statement, her people said that she asked to, she removed it. She wore a mask to the school, but later removed it so she could be heard by students watching remotely and for the photos on the condition that everyone around her was wearing masks. Yeah. She should have worn a mask. And that's a lame excuse.
Yeah. That is amazing.
Yeah, that was kind of shocking. It's like, Whoopi is at home watching that going, oh, I'm not there, and the whole show falls apart. What's going on, ladies?
Oh, I totally forgot about Whoopi.
Right.
Out of sight, out of mind, baby.
Right.
Thank you, Brian. People are still sending and saying happy birthday to Gwenny. Andrea. That is so sweet.
Guys, oh my God. She's going to be like, what is even happening? First of all, she'll be like, what's a super sticker, Mom? Oh my God. You guys are so sweet.
It took us a long time to figure it out, too. Remember that first day that they started appearing and we were like, what is even happening?
What did we do wrong? What did we do? Yeah.
What did we break?
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh.
So sweet.
So sweet. Okay. Also want to show you a video of Justin Trudeau, who decided to come out of hiding.
The manlet.
The manlet. And he has some things to say to those pesky trucker people. He is tired of their blockade, you guys. So here is a little bit of Justin.
Are trying to blockade our economy, our democracy, and our fellow citizens' daily lives. It has to stop.
Oh.
The people of Ottawa don't deserve to be harassed in their own neighborhoods. They don't deserve to be confronted with the inherent violence of a swastika flying on a street corner.
Oh, for
or a
crying
Confederate
out loud.
flag.
Okay.
So that's what they're doing. They're like, it's very interesting because last night I listen to Tucker sometimes when I'm sitting at swim practice with my daughter, and I could hear it. I didn't see it, but I could tell that it was a Jamaican man. He was a black man because he used him as an example of being like so incredibly racist because they're using all this imagery of swastikas and white supremacy and stuff. Because it's textbook, right? This is what they do. Whenever somebody wants to protest against the government, they're seditionists, right? These are the insurrectionists now. These are the white supremacists and the Nazis. This is because this is the narrative. This is what the left does. And so they've taken a page out of the playbook. The Canadians, or Trudeau has taken a page out of the playbook, and it's like he's almost been watching CNN, and he's like, oh my God, well then we can just say that they're racist and that they're planning an insurrection, and that's what they are. And it's like, seriously, because, people know what you're doing now. And so they hear that and they're just like, seriously, stop it. Like the racism thing, they have played that to death. It's just
right.
Just
and so often, if there is a Nazi symbol or a Confederate flag, it's literally a false flag. And it's people who want that narrative to continue to stay put, even though it's interesting now to me that the left is demonizing the working class of truckers. I mean, now it's like they're screwing up their own messaging. Yeah. And for Justin Trudeau to get on that little platform and say they're blockading democracy and shutting the economy down, dude, you did that. Yes. You did it, and they are telling you enough is enough. That's the point. Stop putting blockades on the whole way of life of Canadians. That's what they're asking you to stop. It's just, and it's like, it just doesn't, it's way over his head.
It's remarkable how stupid that they think people are. It's just, you listen to it and you're like, you say, you really think people are that dumb? Like, bugger off, dude. God, it's like, and it is crazy how the liberals have become the elitist corporate moguls, right? Acting, and they still think that people will believe the narrative. Oh, we're for the working class. No, you're not. You're not. You're not. You're so against the work. We're watching you say it and spew it. Now you hate the working class. You despise them. We're watching.
They just
you
need them for
despise-
votes, man. They just need
Right.
them for votes. And so they'll say the
Exactly.
things when it gets close to election time, but then when it's over, you've seen their true colors.
Exactly.
That's what they look like.
Yep.
We need to talk about Acre Gold really quickly, because if you've never heard of Acre Gold, you guys, Acre Gold is the way that you can put gold, actual physical gold, on layaway. This is how we get our gold, right? Like, so instead of just investing, yeah, that's what it looks like. She's holding actual gold right there, you guys. And instead of just investing like into gold IRA or something that you can't see, feel, touch, put in a safe, this is actual physical gold that you keep, see, touch, and keep in a safe. And you can do it like with a monthly subscription. So you pay $50 a month, $100, $200, whatever, and you put your layawaying that gold. And then when you earn it, when you get the value of it, then they send it to you in the mail. And then you can just store it at home, and it's amazing. It's just a really cool way to invest in gold if you've thought about dabbling or just supplementing your portfolio, however you invest currently. It's just another way to hedge against inflation and all of that kind of stuff.
I put it right next to my Patriot Supply food. It's all together.
That's a good place for it. It's
You
a
just
safe
put
room.
the gold next to it. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Put it all together in a big stash. And there you go.
That's what you do. See?
Yeah.
And you're going to have a place for it in your own house. You can have it in your own house. Just go to getacregold.com/chicks and start getting yourself some gold, you guys. Do it today. Okay, I have another video to show you, and this one is just hilarious because it's Brian Stelter still going on and on and on and on and on about he's a potato. I know you like to call him thumb. I consider him a potato.
Man. Mm-hmm.
And he is still talking about the whole Spotify, Joe Rogan thing. And what cracks me up about this clip is that towards the end, as you'll hear, he is actually suggesting ways for Spotify to help Joe Rogan improve his podcast, you guys.
Okay, Brian. Okay, thanks, Brian.
Oh my God, here it is.
I think we're very much in this period of limbo where we're going to find out, are the employees satisfied with the answers? Are subscribers satisfied? We don't know, Don. Are a lot of subscribers canceling Spotify, or does nobody really care? That was a great headline on the LA Times today that summed it up really well. Spotify knows Joe Rogan's podcast is hurtful, but gosh, there's money to be made. And this is ultimately about money. But it's also about editorial and about what values you want to portray through your content. Spotify could very well say, we're going to have a little bit more of an involvement. Right now they don't have any involvement. They could say, we're going to have a little bit of involvement to help make sure your program's not just entertaining and crude and provocative and whatever. We're actually going to make sure someone's involved in helping you make the best version of yourself and make sure you don't repeat the mistakes you made in the past. That's not cancel culture. That's a way to improve the content, improve the quality.
No.
That seems to me to be the way forward.
Oh my God.
No.
The presumptuousness.
That's just, what a jerk, man. It's kind of like when we were on radio or just anything, like we are definitely not even I can't even compare us to Joe Rogan. I could never, I'm not doing that at all. I'm just saying that I only know from my own experience what it is to do a podcast and do a radio show. And when we were on radio and now we're doing podcasting, there have been people that have come to us and said, hey, let's try to tweak your content. And we've always been like, no, we can't, it's one thing to take suggestions on things, but Mock and I have always been like, listen, if we're going to succeed at anything, we have to be authentic. And I think that's one of the reasons that Joe Rogan has been so incredibly successful is he is just himself. And one of the things I was telling you is that I just find this I put up a thing the other day from Babylon Bee, and it said, entire establishment threatened by comedian who gets high and talks about MMA and aliens, which is so true. The dude, last night, he put up an Instagram post, and he was like, somebody asked him, how are you dealing with all of this, Joe? How how are you handling all this? And he was posting a video of food, like they were getting dinner, and something was on fire. I don't know, one of those, I don't eat at fancy restaurants, but some dish was on fire and there was blue flames going up and everything. And you can tell he was probably under the influence of something. The dude is like high half the time, and he talks to people. This is his life. Like, it's not like this is brain surgery. He just happens to do it really authentically and well. And people are so threatened by this guy. I mean, it's like, and Brian Stelter, you can tell, he just doesn't get it. The Brian Stelters of the world don't understand the authenticity. And you hit on it in our podcast the other day, because I actually listened to our deep dive the other day. And you said something that was so true. And that was that people like Joe Rogan are a lot like, I'm paraphrasing, of course, but they're a lot like the Trumps of the world. And that's why they're so attractive to people. Basically, people will flock to the people like the Joe Rogans and the Trumps, because they're seeking out truth. They're seeking out authenticity. They're seeking out something that is real, as opposed to like a thumb man or, you know, the CNNs and all that kind of stuff. That's why he's so successful. This isn't brain surgery. They just want truth. They just want real. So, I mean,
and it's why when people go after him this hard, because man, are they ever going after him? And I compare him to Dave Portnoy, right?
Yeah.
The more you push against Dave Portnoy, the more he's going to continue to be exactly who he is, which is why he has the huge following that he does. And you can't mess with that. Trying to change him and get him to be more polite and to use the F-bomb less is pointless. It's like when people say, and I've seen this message over the last week several times, I really love you guys. I really love you guys so much. Can you cuss less? Can you say, oh my God, less? No, we can't. Okay. So if that's a deal breaker, it's a deal breaker, but we are not going to stop being exactly who we are and talking exactly the way we talk to try to please one or two people over here that get their feel bads hurt over mean words. We're just, we're not. I'm sorry, but not sorry.
I mean, it's semantics. It's stupid stuff. It's just stupid stuff. I mean, I wouldn't come into your house and ask you to change. So it's like, why would you ask me to change? Yeah.
Because we're also not asking you to be here. Like we're not saying, hey, you need to be here to watch us every morning or else. This is totally voluntary. So if you're here, we super appreciate it. And we're super glad about it, because there's something that we're saying that's resonating, and that's great. But we're not gonna stop doing things the way that we, do.
Right. And I think that that's one of the reasons that people like Joe Rogan is he is who he is. And I hope he doesn't get into the path of apologizing and starting to try to please people, because he will fail. He will fail.
Exactly. And he's already done it a little too much, if you ask me. Just stop reacting to all of this stuff. It's noise. It's people trying to take you down. You just keep doing your thing.
You just you keep saying hi and
talking aliens,
talking aliens and MMA, because
that's
frankly, that's how I raised my kid. That's how we've raised our kids, is be who you are, man. It's like, don't change because your friends around you are saying, be like me, change the way you are. I mean, I hope that's how people raise their kids. You tell your kids, be authentic, right? Be yourself. Don't succumb to peer pressure. From an adult perspective, this is the same thing, right? So why would we do something different as adults? I don't want to do something different as an adult. There you go.
Not. That's exactly right. There's a couple things I wanted to make sure that people are aware, in case you are not, because now that we are full-time chicks, we are writing again. And so every day, at least 2 to 3 posts each is what we are putting on chicksontheright.com. And we put a lot of energy into our writing. It's like what we've always done. We've been writers since the very beginning. So we hope that you are consuming that content, as they say, because there's great stuff that we have put out there. Thank you, Antoinette. Another birthday message. And Andrea,
so
you guys.
Thank you guys.
So, and yesterday I was a little worried. It's so funny how often Daisy will write me and say, can you go look at this post? I think I was too mean. And like, almost never. I don't think I've ever said, yes, that was too mean, ever in my entire life. Have I?
She's like the mom. I have to run things by her sometimes because you're like a mom and you're like the mom filter. I mean, there are times where we'll do this and I'll be like, oh my God, I think I was too mean, and then I'll be like, oh God, did I say something that was like, because again, we're very unfiltered here. And sometimes I'm like, oh no. I mean, and we're live. So what are you going to do?
Right.
Yeah.
But yesterday was the first time that I wrote something and I was like, wow, that's really mean. Like I wrote it and I was like, damn, I was mean.
It was a brilliant post. I thought it was brilliant. Some of your best work.
Well, if you haven't seen it, make sure to go and read all of the posts out there. But the one that I was particularly mean in, because I wanted to make sure that we mentioned this, is the whole Olympic skater, that China girl, Zhu Yi, who keeps falling all over the place and crying. And I don't freaking care because she was born here. She had a life of privilege here as a United States citizen with her Chinese parents who took every advantage of being in this country. And then because China, I don't know, waved some cash in front of her or something, just 2 years ago, she decides, I'm going to compete for the commies and just give up my U.S. citizenship. And at that moment, I don't care about you anymore. You are a traitor. You don't want to be here. You don't want to appreciate your upbringing. Screw you. And it's karma is what's happening out there on the ice for her. And
exactly
that is how I feel about that.
It is. No, I mean, it's totally karma. And especially, I think that your perspective is a good one because you were, your parents are first generation Polish immigrants that came here. And so you and your sister were, you were given this opportunity to be American girls. And so you cherish that. I mean, your perspective is kind of like, I am so lucky and I'm so blessed to be here. And you don't take it for granted. Whereas a lot of people like me, who I was born here, my parents were born here. I mean, it's like, what I'm saying? It's like, I think that a lot of people like me could take it for granted. And so you really don't, which is why I've always loved your perspective on that. It's like, you're just like, don't you take it for granted because it's
and then to renounce it after growing up here in freaking LA. No, it just made me so angry. And then it made me angry at her parents because her parents, Chinese immigrants, fine, whatever. You can love your country, but don't freaking have a kid here and then go back to China after you've been because her dad is like some prominent science professor.
And he did it too. He went back to China and taught. He did the same thing. And so what a jerk. Like these people are jerks.
I can't imagine my parents ever. I mean, of course they like have an appreciation for their own culture and being Polish and love of country. But I never grew up thinking Poland is like my home country. I was brought up to know that I was American and that my parents who worked to become naturalized citizens were American and they cherish it. And that's why I do. And I just cannot fathom another way. That's why the whole immigration, I mean, we could go on and on about all
because
it just makes me so mad.
Right. Because there's a reason that they came here. There's a reason. It's like you and I used to do a segment at WWBC, and it was like Wide World of Whack, and all the time we talk about China because I'm sorry, but China's whack. I'm not sorry. And so there'd always be like whack stories from China, and people from China that were living in Indianapolis would write us and be so pissed off at us. They'd be like, "Quit talking about China. You're so mean to China." And I'd be like, "Listen, you're here. You're here in Indianapolis." And they were Chinese people. They were Chinese Americans. And they would get so mad at us. And I'd be like, I had to write somebody back one day. And I'd be like, listen, you're here for a reason. Why are you here? You're here because you left China because it sucked. You wanted to come. You came here because it's better here. So don't tell me that it's like, don't tell me to stop talking about the whackness in China because you came here.
Whack. Yeah. It's freaking whack.
Exactly.
A couple more thank yous. Barbara says, happy birthday. MJAC. Thank you guys very much. That's very, very, very sweet of you to be like, happy birthday to Gwen.
Oh my God. I cannot wait to show her this video. We're going to go open presents here in just a few minutes.
Okay. So we have 5 minutes before you have present time. So we will do some My Pillow talks right now. And of course I have a husky for you because I got yelled at yesterday for not having huskies. So I do have a husky and then I have other things as well. First, let's do the husky because it's really fast. Okay.
And then,
Can you imagine? Can you imagine having that be your house like all the time?
the golden retriever. I love him. He's just like, he's the long-suffering husband. That's what he is.
Okay, you know the guy that does the voiceovers for the animals, the I
Yes.
Hate Rock Star guy? He's
Yes.
doing it with monkeys now, and I cannot deal with how much I love this. I cannot.
Y'all, there's another magician over here trying to show us another magic trick. Y'all come see this. Oh, that was pretty. Hey, y'all see that? Hey, man. Oh, that was pretty good, man. Oh, man. You gonna do it again? Well, really, I don't really want to see another, man. I'm gonna go back on my other side, okay? I'm gonna go back over here, man, because I don't want to see it, bro. Oh, it's too much. It's too much, man. Hey, y'all come over here and see this magic trick, man. Man, okay. All right, what you got? What you got? Okay. Oh, it made it disappear, yo. Oh, man, it disappeared. Oh, man, that's too much for me, and I'm hungry still, and you doing magic. Okay, I'm going to watch this last one. All right, okay. Ooh, okay, yeah, that was all right. Y'all see that? All right, man. That's enough, man. I'm hungry, man. I'm finna go get something to eat.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
That is the greatest.
Also, if if you ever happen to come across some extra cash, I hope that you will do what this lovely gentleman did.
What'd you do with your stimulus money, Dad?
I bought a kangaroo.
What'd you do with your stimulus money?
Of course he did.
I mean, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? That guy is your spirit animal. That man is.
I know, right?
That's who he is. Right. Oh my God. That's so you. If you were a man living in the country, that's you.
I love that
with the
so,
stimulus
so
check.
much.
Why wouldn't I buy a kangaroo? Why wouldn't I do that? Yeah.
Oh, you know what we forgot to show? We'll save it for tomorrow. Is that hilarious video of New York City Mayor Eric Adams talking about plant-based diet?
Oh my God! Yes, you
You
guys gotta tune in tomorrow because it's like she sent me this video. It makes zero sense. We're gonna have to show it to you tomorrow. Everybody's dumb now. Everybody.
Oh my God! Everyone,
except for us, y'all. I mean,
Right.
We're not.
Present company excluded, as they say.
We are the exception, but it's like the world has just gone stupid, and I can't. So we have to show you this video tomorrow because I'm like, what is happening? It's mostly just all of our leaders. I'm like, who puts these people in charge?
Everybody is insane. Everybody.
Yeah, it is. It's
so we'll
crazy.
do that tomorrow for sure because that one.
All right,
that was amazing.
It's a big birthday hug coming at you. I'll tell my daughter. I'm going to show my daughter the video when we're driving to school this morning. We're going to go open some gifts. We got like a couple gifts to open. We're going to go have, she wants to eat ramen at a ramen place or something tonight, or Thai food.
There's a ramen place?
Yes. There's a ramen place.
What are you even saying? Is it in the title? Like, is it in the name?
Yes. It's like it's a ramen restaurant. I know. And it's like, then this child has never met a noodle she didn't like. So she's all about. Right.
I get it.
She's all about the noodles. You know how it is. So she wants to either do that or go have Thai. So we have to figure out what we're going to eat tonight. So
also, it's worth mentioning really quickly since you brought it up. The Daisy is a freak of nature who does not like pasta. I'm not
a big pasta person.
How is that even a thing?
I know. I'm more of a meat and potatoes gal. Like, give me a big slab of meat and giant big pile of mashed potatoes. I'm just not a big pasta girl. So
I mean, I wasn't those things.
I know.
All of them.
You're like, I eat all of them. But I'm just not a big I don't really like Italian food. Isn't that weird? I know I'm a little bit weird like that. I know. God, I'll eat all the desserts at an Italian restaurant. So I'll eat that. But just the pasta I'm not really into. So sorry. Anyways, you guys, thank you for all the birthday wishes.
Yes,
I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
I will show her. She will be delighted. And you guys have a fantastic Tuesday. We will talk to you tomorrow.